All right, here we go on Haven. 90th packing Midway, Yamato, Montana. Again, no change there. They've gone to Minotaur, Henri, Double Zhao. I think that's what they had last time.
They have the same
Yep.
lineup.
Yep. 90th has not changed their lineup at all. Talk to me about Bien.
Couple changes here. They still got the Hikuryu and Double Montana. They have two Woostas. They have 3 Hindenburgs, so they're going with a 5 cruiser, 1 destroyer setup, but their 1 lone destroyer is not a Gearing anymore. It is a Grozovoy.
Good choice, I think.
Mm-hmm. All right, time for the
Ritual Seppuku.
That's right. You know what's going to happen, Seer, after when they finally patch this and make a spectator mode. You know all the casters are going to come like, "Oh man, I miss ramming into each other."
Maybe.
Wow, I totally trashed you.
I keep forgetting we're not in the same ship. That's also causing us problems. Remind me, and I'll get a Black Swan before next game.
It's all good.
You'll just flood out. You have like 10, 12,000 more 10, 1,200 more hit points than I do. Just don't repair.
Or I totally could just to throw everything off.
I would really kind of shoot you, I think.
There we go. All right, so we got the Buenos Noches destroyer. The Grozovoy is beelining it directly into B.
Well, he's going to meet the Shimakaze there.
They have the Montana, one of their Woosters, and one of their Hindenburgs going to north to the east of C, and then the rest of their ships, another Wooster, another Hindenburg, and a Montana going over towards the west of B. So
90th making an interesting decision here. Both battleships moving due east along the C line, both headed to north side of C. Shimakaze will be to the top end of B momentarily. There he is. Backed up by a Minotaur, but the Minotaur's not that close. The Henri is way over on the 2 line, like he's just going to play flanker. I don't like this Shimakaze play. I tell you straight up, I think that Shimakaze's hung way out on a limb all by himself without support.
There we go. And the Grozovoy is opening fire, but the Shimmy does have the positioning. He's getting the Grozovoy to use one of his smoke screens. He should be in Minotaur's radar range if the Minotaur is running radar.
Looks like he is. We can spot the Grozovoy, so he must be radaring.
Shells are going down at Kruznik, though.
Lot of Kruznik taking some decent damage there. Oh my god, what a hit. Taking about 35,000 there. Has to have been the Hindenburg, I think.
That was a monster salvo.
That was a solid salvo.
Don Yuyo, or maybe it was the Montana. Either or, that was a fantastic salvo. Shimakaze coming under pressure, so is the Grozovoy.
Well, I mean, he's got island cover, kind of, but whatever Wooster that's over in D, they can lob shells right through that gap in the island and reset him all day long.
This is where Buenos Noches needs to pay, or make that Shimakaze pay. He's already down to a third HP.
The Shimakaze has to die. They've got him trapped in there. He can't leave. He's about to try. They're gonna try and aerial torp him here.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, if I'm 90th, I don't like that's a very ballsy play to stick him all the way out on a limb like that.
Mm-hmm. It is. More blind shots going in. It's nice to see that blind shots are going into the smoke screen. And here come the torpedo planes.
Trying to cross drop him.
Lovely cross drop.
And Protocol is going to dodge. He's going to dodge them all. No, he takes one in the stern. Oh, I thought he was going to dodge them all.
That right there, folks, was a textbook pro-level cross drop into a smoke screen.
Now on 1,700 HP, the cross drop does succeed in damaging him even further, but he's still barely alive. They keep fishing for him.
That was an excellent drop, though.
He's getting friendly carry. Yeah, he's getting great carrier cover right now, but it wasn't enough earlier when he had the torp. Kruznik down 7K again already. BN looking very solid here. They're not picking up the B cap. They're down on cap points, but they haven't given up nearly as much health, and their board position is actually quite solid for where they're at.
Well, Amy Mendoza is pushing in with his Wooster. They got to get that Shimakaze taken care of. I think it's a matter of time until they get the kill on him. But right out there he is. He needs to get taken out. They're calling fire mad right now.
Shimon 1,700 HP, trying to sneak away. Is he radared?
He is radared currently. They need this kill.
Yep, BN needs this kill to start the game off. Let's see if they can get it. 800
think so.
HP. I think they're going to bag him eventually. There he goes.
Yep, there it is. Grows boy.
First blood going to be in here on Haven as they start to lock up the B cap. That really leaves that Henri isolated over there.
So now with, yeah, he is isolated, and he is away. With that destroyer kill, they've now evened out the number of DDs, but of course, they have one extra ship, so they definitely have the advantage in that regard now. Took them a little longer to get the kill than I would have hoped for, but they still managed to get the kill.
Here's the other thing to consider. If I'm Buenos Noches, I'm looking at the enemy board position, and I would go, you know what? Let's take that Grows away and shove him right into the bottom end of B. Ooh, there goes Kruznik.
Oh,
he was low, man. He only had 7k HP last time I saw him.
And he now has 0k.
That's right. BN up 2 ships here. What I was saying was you take the Grozavoy through this gap right in the center, literally right along the EF line, and you drive him into the bottom end of C. There's no radar over there that can spot him. They can't see him without planes. And it's a Grozavoy. He can defend himself from planes decently, but you need to be putting pressure on that cap, I feel like. Although you do have a lead, right? Like you've got a 100-point lead here. 5 minutes gone. Do you take that risk? Do you do it?
Well, right now, Kami Eki in the Grozavoy is hitting on a beeline straight northeast to get on the C cap. So I'm not 100% sure where the Yu Yang is for 90th, but in about 30 to 45 seconds, they're going to be contesting C.
Yu Yang is right on the extreme northeastern edge of the cap. He's not in the cap. He's sitting right on the edge of it. I think he's expecting this play. He might be radar. I don't know. It might be radar, Yu Yang.
We actually have an interesting development as well. Yemi Mendoza and Don Yuyo are pushing around to the west of B, and they're actually going to try to make their way up north to get and contest the A cap. Kami Iki was heading towards C, but now he's actually making a beeline towards A, which, looking at the board positioning of 90th, actually makes it's a safer play, I should say.
Well, they're doing the smart thing over here on the east flank. Ooh, decent hit there on Sister Sarah's Worcester. They're giving ground. They're giving ground on the 8 line against this Yamato Montana push, while they continue to circle clockwise the other direction.
And that's a pitfall that the north spawning team needs to be exceptionally careful, because you can see the bulk of their fleet, 2 Zhaos, Yu Yang, Monty, and Yamato, are all to the northeast of C, whereas they're really not able to pressure many of the caps, and they're quite out of the way. And it's one thing, Searaptor, why it's generally a mistake to have both of your battleships go to one side of the map, because one, you lose the potential to delete stuff on cross-firing across the map, but also since you have so much of your firepower concentrated in one area, more importantly, the ships that are engaging them only have to angle from one potential big salvo, not 2. So it's not looking good for 90th, as looks like Buenos Noches is now capturing A.
Yep, Kamieki in the bottom end of A doing a brilliant job, just certainly distracting. He's got at least 390 of the ships firing at him. Now the Yamato and the Montana, look what they're doing. They've stopped that push down the 8 line. They're cutting back into the C cap, it looks like.
Well, they're also going to get the frag here on 90th's midway very quickly. I guess he didn't expect the push around the west side of B, and he is going to kick the bucket here.
That's going to be a huge loss for them. There he goes.
There he goes.
90th's carrier goes down as B and goes up 3 ships here on Haven. 8 minutes gone.
Looks like we're going to get our wish, Mr. Searaptor.
It's looking like a game 3 is pretty likely here. But
to be fair,
anything can happen still.
That's true. But also, to be fair, everyone out there watching, we always root for the game 3 because we want to cast more games.
That's right. Like, I don't want to have to fill 25, 30 minutes of nothing like I did at the end of round 1.
Yeah. There's nothing personal. It's just our desire to
nothing personal at all.
Bring you more great content.
90th loses another ship now as the Montana goes down.
I think Kami... Okay, that was a little desync right there. Nah, he's good.
90th down to 1 battleship now. Lady Kryptonite's Yamato, the lone surviving battleship on the enemy team.
Look at the Yu Yang.
He's spotted? Worcester's, they're radaring him.
Worcester's got the radar up.
Worcester's radar locked him up in there. He'll be out momentarily. He's trying to get back into the... He's joggling his engine trying to throw off their aim, but I don't think it's going to matter. Nope. 90th Yu Yang is down. Being now up 5 ships and 2 caps here. They'll win in less than 2 minutes.
The carrier dropping in too. Kryptonite takes 1 on the bow.
And there she goes.
Bye-bye. Well, that was impressive, Mr. Sea Raptor. That
Indeed.
was...
That's a solidly convincing win for these guys. Kudos to them.
And it doesn't look like anybody's at danger of
No, I mean look
losing a
at
ship.
like there's not a single ship on the BN side of the team that's under half health. Game will be over here momentarily. Very, very quick, convincing win here for BN on Haven. They're going to end up winning in just over 10 minutes. Oh, wow. What a hit on the Zhao.
And he might... I don't know if he's going to get behind the island in time. Looks like he's far enough behind. Yeah, he's behind the island
Not much
now.
time left. They're running out. It's going to be like 5 seconds here.
Well, yeah,
Nope, that's the game. BN claims game 2 as we move on to game 3 on the Atlantic.
Yeah, that was impressive.
That was a solid win for those guys, man.
Yeah.
I felt bad for them struggling to field a team in game 1. I'm glad they were able to do it in game 2.
Very good stuff. The Grosboy with 2 frags, the Montana with 2 frags, and then the Worcester and the Hindenburg with 1 apiece. So 6 kills. They didn't even lose a ship. That was very impressive. Now we're going to go to that decisive game 3.